doing? How y'all doing? Let me open the window over here. Make sure the window open. Mm. Make sure the window open. Make sure the lights turned on in the place. What's up here to learn and share? Good morning to you. The birds are chirping. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. What's up, Mendez? Good morning, everybody. Hey, this first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit. Welcome. If it's not the first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I still want to say welcome. And I want to give you a nice hearty thank you for always pulling up and hanging out with me and my homeboy back here, Spidey. Yep, that's Spidey. I got Spidey that time. He's chilling by the window. If you do not know who I am, let me introduce myself. My name is Hove. No, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, Monday through Friday. 9 a.m. Eastern Time and 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about the price action. And why do I do this? Because I want to help someone like you get your aha moment when it comes to looking at those little squiggly lines and those little candles in the red and green and things and even lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. I want to help you like decode, demystify, clarify, uncross your eyes, figure out what's going on with the price action. I want to do it for the free 99. Again, no knock against anyone who charges for their services, their communities. I personally am a member of a very prestigious community, if I must say, by the name of The Runners. I am personally in a community that I paid for. Why? Because I just want to be around like-minded people to communicate with. There's nothing wrong with paying for stuff. It's just know what you're paying for. Don't get duped. Don't let anyone pull the woolly cloth over your eyes and tell you it's Shinola when it's really What's up, everybody in the chat except for Robinson? Michelle Tucker. What's going on? Rich the Genius, Callio, Laverne. I see a lot of people over there. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, FC. Good morning to Kareem, everybody except for Robinson. What's up, Rhonda Green? Everyone. Hey, you know what? I did a pop-up chart prep yesterday. My wife was at work. I was on the couch watching Jenny in Georgia. Those teenagers going through a lot of stuff on that show. A lot. They're going through a lot of grown people problems on that show. They like 15, 16 years old. But I figured out a different way of sharing my screen where I can keep y'all in where I look so I can see the chat. Shrink this up some over here. Shrink this up some over. I think I had it about this big. Yeah, I think I had it about that big there. Then I took this here and I put that there. Shrunk it up to there. And then let me come here. Presentation. Stop sharing. Presentation. Share screen. Window. Let's share the window. Add to the stream. Now, y'all just see the screen, but I can see the chat. How about that? Now, the only downside to that is if I want to share. Oh, let's see if, hold on. I'm testing stuff, y'all. Let's see if I come here, share screen, share window. See, when I do it like that, then the charts be blank. When I do it like that, the charts be blank. Yes, the charts be blank when yeah. If I try to do it, yeah. Yeah. So if we look at NinjaTrader, I won't be able to share it like that. Because if I want to look at NinjaTrader, then I have to share the screen. Yes, and it comes up like that because that's the screen that NinjaTrader is on. Yes, that's the screen that NinjaTrader is on. Oh well. Anyway, let's get back to it, and we're gonna look at the price action. We're gonna look at the price action. Screen, go away. Screen, go. Do we have any important earnings? Let's look at the overnight price action. Now the overnight price. Oh, wait a minute before we get started. The experts at YouTube tells me that I'm not getting my subscriber count that I want because I'm not asking. So if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing. If you are subscribed, please share it with a friend and say, hey, I really enjoyed Tim's content. I think you would too. Come on over and subscribe and become a member of the gang. And hit the like button too while you're at it. Thank you. Now, as I was saying, the overnight price action, we're at that weird little spot where the market hasn't had a full day yet. So Sunday and Monday, it's like a little weird time because Sunday we got 15th, 16th. Well, let me go back and look at the dates. Okay, so 15th, 16th. So on Sunday, okay, that's Friday 13th. Right. Okay, so this was New York closed on Friday. Right here. Let's just say 40-17-75, close enough government work, right? This was the ES close on Friday, right? At 40-19-50. And then Sunday night we opened up and we traded over to Sunday afternoon at like 12, I think it was. Let me see. 1, right? So we traded from Sunday night to Monday afternoon at 1, right? And then after Monday afternoon at 1, the market closed. The futures closed because the market was closed yesterday. The futures closed, and then it opened up again at regular time at 6 o'clock. And then that's where we are now. So all of this trading right here, it's a weird little holiday trading time, and then it's the regular overnight price action as normal, right? So that's what we're looking at here. So we didn't get a full day of trading on Monday. All right. So Sunday we opened up at 40-19-50, right? We opened up at 40-19-50, came down into this fair value gap, and then we pushed up and took out the buy side liquidity, right? Once we took out the buy side liquidity, we sold back off, right? Had a break in market structure to the downside with this humongous city right here, right? Blew through this fair value gap, right? Came down very close to this order block, right? The only thing I marked out when I came in and marked my chart last night on the on NinjaTrader, the only thing that I marked out was Friday's low and Sunday's high, right? And the reason why I marked out Sunday's high was because we took out the buy side liquidity above Friday's high, right? And then I marked out this order block. That's the only thing I marked because You know what I'm saying? I ain't getting no clear, warm and fuzzy about where the market wants to go. You know, I typically don't trade on Mondays unless it's something just like overwhelmingly like you got to take this. I usually take Mondays to watch to see what the market want to do, but the market was closed yesterday, so I'll probably be taking today to see what the market want to do unless it just slap me in the face with something. But I couldn't get no warm and fuzzy on what the market really wanted to do. So the only thing I annotated was this order block, the low and the high, right? So we pushed back up through this fair value gap at the breaking market structure, got back up into this other fair value gap that we made on the way down, and we did not fill in the top fair value gap right there, right? So let's just check something real quick. Let's just say the market wants to go down. Let's just say this fair value gap that we did not fill, let's say that's a breakaway gap, right? Since we got a fair value gap and we went straight into another fair value gap, let's just say, hey, this is a breakaway gap. How ICT do it? He had a breakaway gap, he had something gap, then he had a measuring gap, something like that right there. I got to go back and look at the video and remember how he did it. So I'm not even going to get into that. I was going to try to get into it, but I can't remember exactly how he do it. I can't remember if this would be the measuring gap or would this be the measuring gap. Let's just say this was the measuring gap. Let's just say this was the measuring gap. Whichever one be the measuring gap, he like go from like the gap to the gap, and then to see how far down the price could actually slide to, or how far up. But I can't remember which one he be counting as the measuring gap. So neither here nor there. Anyway, we came back down, blew through this fair value gap that we had made on the way back up, came all the way back down. Well, first we came up, hit this fair value gap there, pushed up, back up. Once we got back up here, came down, totally disrespected this fair value gap, stopped, pushed back up to this teeny fair value gap here. These are hourly candles. We're going to go down to the lower time frame to get some more detail. Came all the way back down to this order block right here. This morning when I woke up to mark my midnight open, the midnight open is 4,525. The London open is 4,450. When I came in to mark my midnight open, I noticed that I had just set the line in the exact spot for the London open. Is that good? Is that bad? Who cares? But I start to mark out this order block right here, but I didn't want to start junking up the screen. So I just said, hey, I'm just going to remember that this is an order block and it's sitting right on top of another order block. Let's see how price reacts to it. And so price is respecting the order block thus far, right? We have not come down to the mean threshold of this order block, and it's respecting it. We've come back, we came down into it, came back into it just a little bit, and then we came back and did not quite get back to the open, but price seems to be respecting this order block for right now. Let's go down to the 15-minute, will you? See if we can get some more detail on the price action. On 15-minute, pretty much the same story. We came down. The bodies of this candle respect this order block. We wicked below it just a little bit. Came down into this wick on this up close candle here at 1345. 145, that would be the 130 candle from Friday the 13th on TradingView. Bodies of the candle respect the order block. Push back up into this fair value gap where we had the break-in market structure, came down slightly back to this fair value gap after the break-in market structure up. This is the prime example of when I be like, once we go so far, I be kind of leery of trades coming back the other way, because on the way back to this fair value gap, we created another break-in market structure to the upside. So that put us in the middle of the road, right? And so you take this short, but it only shorts back to this fair value gap, and then it reverses on you and bushes you in the head if you took this short and put your stop right there, right? aiming for this low. Got you, buddy. Bust you in the head. Okay, so we went back up. Got up into, again, the fair value gap. We got up into, the volume imbalance right here. We got up into this volume imbalance. Fell short of the fair value gap. Then we came back down into this fair value gap here. Again, pushed back up and stopped and went down. Yeah, we're in the middle of the road. We chop city right now because we had a breaking market structure to the upside. Well, we had a breaking market structure to the downside, right? Came back up, but we only came back down to the fair value gap after the breaking market structure to the upside, right? Went up, bust anybody in the head who went short over here, right there, thinking this was going to run down, bust them in the head real fast, right? And then came back down here. So if anybody jumped long right here, like, oh, we just bust them in the head, we fun to run up to this buy side liquidity right here. Let me get long right here, right? Only went back up to this fair value gap, just a little pass, and came back and bust them in the head if they put they stop below this low, right? If you came back into this right here, put your stop below this low, wow, you just got busted in the head. All right, we consolidated, came back down. Did not quite make it to the fair value gap right here. And then we are inching back up again, right? Took out short-term buy side liquidity. Had a nice reaction off of Friday's close again, right? That's the on the high time frame when we was kept wicking off the bottom. Well, I shouldn't say off the bottom, but we kept coming down toward the order block, kept wicking up. So I said all of that to say, what time is it? 9:17. Little Timmy Rogers ain't got no clue as to what the price wants to do. I feel like we're stuck in the middle of the road. Feel like we're stuck in the middle of the road. It's just been chop suey. I have no clear indication of what the market wants to do. On the higher time frame, on the higher daily time frame, it's looking quite bullish, right? On the daily. It's looking quite bullish on the daily time frame. But the lower you come, is not so clear. 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour. 4 hour. Still looking a little bullish on the 4 hour. It's still looking bullish on the 4 hour. Right? Might come back a little bit, if anything, and take out this sell side below this 6 o'clock candle on Sunday. So the 6 o'clock candle on Sunday, what would that be on TradingView? 10 o'clock? Would it be 10 o'clock on TradingView? Because it's, 4 hour candles. 10, 6, hold on. What would that be? 2 o'clock? That'd be 2 o'clock on TradingView. Because 6 minus 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it'd be 2 o'clock on TradingView. 6 minus 4. Yeah, 6 minus 4, that'd be 2 o'clock. Y'all get it. But it's still looking bullish, if anything. Maybe take out either the sell side here on the 6 o'clock calendar from today or the 6 o'clock calendar from Friday. Get down into that order block right there at equilibrium. It's because we still in a premium on the daily. Get back down to equilibrium and then maybe push up. But as you go lower, looking like it's more and more wants to give a slight pull back because we failed to take out the high. We took the buy side, came back down, failed to take the buy side, came back down, failed to take the sell side, And we just right there. That's why I say we like stuck in the middle of the road right now. I have no clear idea. Do it want to take the buy side or take the sell side? Like external buy side, external sell side, internal buy side, internal sell side. Even got some internal sell side there, but this is the lowest one. So you got 2 opportunities to take internal sell side. You got 1 opportunity to take internal buy side, external sell side. Which way does it want to go? I don't know. Let the market show you what it want to do. We got 10 minutes before the market open. Let's go over here and holler at our friend Spalene, and then I'll turn my attention to the chat for about 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes or so. And let me share it the other way so I can see y'all. I can put the chat over here next to the screen where I can see y'all and not have to listen to people talk about, Tim ain't looking at the chat. For those who don't know who Spalene is, it's the S&P 500. It's the SPY, if you will. But we wrote a song for it. Want to hear it? Here it goes. Sing it with me, y'all. Spalene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Spalene about to have a slight gap down, about 48 cents right now. A slight move down. As you see, Friday we closed very near the high, looking like a classic power 3 day. We opened up, dipped out a little bit, closed very near the high. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on the pop-up weekend chart prep that I did yesterday from the gold members and the Black Spider members. They saw me falling asleep on the live. I know somebody took a screenshot to be funny. Yeah, man. Spalene has been making a nice move. Once we left this consolidation period, right? Once we left this consolidation period, we've been making a nice move. Starting to get a little bit sloppy, leaving a bunch of stuff back here. Got a nice void down here. No trading in between these candles here. All right, nice little void. We got a void / volume imbalance. We got all kind of stuff going on in there. We got a full gap. We got a volume imbalance here, right on the SPY. That stuff don't show up like that on the ES because the ES trades 23 hours a day. Do anybody got anything, man? That's all I got, man. That's all I got for the overnight price action. All I got to say is like, just wait and relax and let the market show you what it wants to do today. If you're of the day trading sort, did anybody have did anybody important have earnings? I know we're in earnings season. Let's go over here to earnings whisperer. Earnings whisperer. Earnings whisperer. Okay, we had Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. So on earnings, y'all know I don't look at earnings a whole lot, but on earnings whisper, if it's red, that mean they missed, and if it's green, that mean they beat. Who know about earnings whisper? If does red mean they missed and green mean they beat? So is this saying they missed on earnings and beat on revenue, then beat on earnings and missed on revenue, missed on earnings, beat on revenue? Is that what that means? Is that what that means? And that was for today. So before market open. So these are the people that reported before market open. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Silvergate. Hey, ain't Silvergate them people that was caught up in all that FTX stuff? Signature banks. So banks. Who reporting after market? United Airlines, that's travel industry type stuff. Interactive broker. Okay, nobody I really care about. JB Hunt, that's transportation. That's inflation type stuff. Charles Schwab, of course, all the people. Discover Financial. Thursday. Procter Gamble. Netflix reporting Thursday. That's the first of the big boys that everybody like to watch. And then Friday probably ain't nothing cracking. Yeah, ain't a whole lot cracking. So Thursday, the big boys watching. They're gonna be watching for Thursday. Netflix, as my son used to say when he was growing up. Netflix. Let's check the news. Okay. That was at 8:30. Empire State manufacturing numbers was down. Okay, tomorrow we got CPI tomorrow. Oh, that's PPI. I said CPI. Core Peep, we got PPI tomorrow. Okay, that's important. So the market may be kind of blah today. We got PPI tomorrow. Let's see how it plays out. And then Philly Fed manufacturing Thursday. Unemployment, of course, jobless. We get that every Thursday. Okay. So ain't a whole lot of banging news this week aside from PPI. PPI, that's important. It's inflationary type stuff. How much it's costing the producers to produce it. So got 2 minutes before the market open. I don't see anything in the chat. So we're gonna go ahead and call it, man. If you're gonna trade, please trade safe. Oh, I just know we just got a bump right before the market open. Let me share my screen real quick. We just got a nice little bump. I don't know what just happened, but it just took off. It went up and took out the internal buy side. Man, I was talking about the internal buy side. When I was like, we got one internal buy side, we got 2 internal sell sides and 1 internal buy side. We just took that internal buy side, got back up into that fair value gap right there, shot up there and got it. You see how price reacts off of this right here. See if we hit this and go down, or if we hit this and it gives us a setup to go up, right? What you want to be watching, well, I ain't gonna say what you want to be. What I will be watching is how we react off of this order block right here, right? I'll be watching the high of this order block. I'll be watching the open of this order block, and I will be watching the mean threshold of this order block right here. That is what I will be watching. If we respect this order block and give me a setup to go up, that is what I'll be watching. If we disrespect this order block and come down, then I'll be looking for a setup to go down after we disrespect this order block, especially if we take out this low. If we come down, disrespect this order block and take out this low, I'll be looking for something to go down. Anyway, the market is open. If you're going to trade, please trade safe. If you're not going to trade, please take copious notes so you can go back and study what you saw today. All the Black Spider members, I'll see you on the live market watch stream that I will be starting immediately after this. See y'all tonight at 6:30, man. Gone.